What did you just say?
I said your dream stinks.
He said it again. Come here.
What's up, Lorkana community? This is Tavern Talk 22, and we're here talking about a little bit of, the spice cards of the set. We feel like the cards that don't get enough recognition that are actually making a difference in this meta. So we're gonna cover some of these cards today. Today I have with me Jimmy, Waking Life, and Taylor. Happy to have you all with me and dive into these what I would consider not even playable cards, but they're making movements right now. So let's take a peek at the first card we got here. It's not a card that y'all are gonna think is right. I don't know. All right, Taylor.
Yep.
Take it away.
Welcome to our first episode. It's still pre-rotation, I guess, but here we are all just talking about it. And here we have what essentially is Ruby's draw engine. Might be multiple draw engines for multiple cards, and that is the Queen of Hearts. She got reprinted, and so did her one of her shift targets, the Rush Queen of Hearts.
The Rush.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're in business. We're in business with our queens here. Been pretty good. Really good. Just draw engine for multiple Ruby decks. You are going to see this card. You are going to see this card in Ruby decks. I'll be playing it to start the Fabled rotation set. So I'm just throwing it out there to everybody. I think it's been a very solid card. It's got good stats. It's great on. It's a shift 2. You're going to see it on. Yeah, that's all right. You're going to see it on turn 2. So when that Daisy Duck turns sideways all of a sudden, and I'm sorry, well, you're going to see it on turn 3. Excuse me. That Daisy Duck turns sideways, and all of a sudden something's crashing down on it. You won't have to be as surprised as everyone else because you listen to this podcast. It's coming. I'm telling you. I'm turning it into something.
I think it's going to be a tough card to deal with for sure, especially with the limited removal that we have. We're going to have to wait on turn 3 for those strength decks to take care of this card and smash on 3. Other than that, there's not really too many ways other than like a double ink Sisu, right? Or it would have to be a double ink Sisu play to actually remove this at a time that it would be played at. So it's going to be a tough card to deal with. Jimmy, what do you think about it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely needed in a lot of Ruby decks because everyone's struggling to draw cards. You need find whatever resource advantage you can when you can. It's got the right strength, like 4 and above is great.
Yeah,
it's just one off on the willpower. We're having 3.
Yeah,
yeah. If it went to 4, it would be amazing. But yeah, it'll definitely see play for sure.
Yeah, it's a nice little draw engine.
It sings BKU on turn 2.
It
on
does.
turn 3.
Which
you
can
shift and sing.
Yeah, it can get rid of a Daisy or that lonely one Tiana.
It sure can.
So they're gonna have to pick either their card that's gonna gain them the lore or the card that'll protect them the lore. So protect their lore. Then what's really the right choice on there? I guess we'll figure out how this meta unfolds. But Queen of Hearts, good card. Glad it came back. It looks neat. I think it's gonna see play. Taylor says it is. All right, we got another card that's pretty old and actually extremely old, and it's gonna see some play. I think this is great card here. Jimmy, you want to take it away with this one?
Yeah, Rush. It's missing from everywhere. No one has it. There's another card we're gonna go over. That's a Ruby one that has Rush. That's one of the better cards to play. So right now, a lot of the ways boards get into the stalemate. So the way to get advantage from that is be able to do some sort of questing and have the pocket watch to be able to back up to be able to make advantageous challenges the next turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rush is desperately needed.
So what decks do you think you'll see this in?
It'll probably be in red purple. Maybe it's like a 1 of and a blurple, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know about green purple though. I don't know if it
Yeah.
has it might, just because of the 4-drop genie being able to immediately exert him could be
Yeah.
absolutely huge.
Yeah, the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very interesting take there with the getting that green genie kind of tapped down. We can also use this with the purple genie, right? And get it tapped to freeze a whole field. That's another play that people don't really talk about too much. I remember we had the Ursula 7-drop tapping him a couple of sets ago, which was, I don't think that's going to be viable anymore because she's gone. So we won't have that type of play. Taylor, how are we using this card, man?
You're
When
using
do we
it.
use question?
Yeah, so it's a shark activator, it's a Moana activator, it's anything you want to challenge with immediately activator, which is crucial right now in this set. I mean, just like bar none, hyper good, right? Highly recommend running 1 or 2 of these in most amethyst decks. You'll probably have 0 problems doing that. I really think that that's going to be the secret weapon for a lot of decks.
Yeah, potentially in game too. When you get this thing out and you have like you say like 9 ink or 8 ink, and you can make those 8 and 9 plays where you can play like a 3 and a 5 or some just big cards with that pocket watch. So you don't really lose the tempo of the game. So it's a very interesting card. I'm glad it's back. It'll see play. We'll see.
It
We'll see.
will.
Oh Lord.
Lord.
I'll start with this card. There's already no removal in the game, like very little. We're gonna talk about maybe one that I didn't really think of, but Taylor showed me. But this card is gonna be really fucking annoying to deal with, especially in a blue steel deck or even a blue red deck. I feel like it could see potential play, protecting cards that allow them to, obviously have better effects instead of I don't know, just keeping your cards alive because there's not many removal spells, and then if you're playing against it, this card's going to be a really pain in the butt. It's got 5 health. If you double Aurora, then like typically your whole field's warded at that point. So like it's gonna happen in these slow games that we're gonna have where people are gonna have 2 Auroras out on the field with a bodyguard and like resist 2 on that bodyguard, and like it's gonna be crazy. So I really think that blue steel is going to utilize this Aurora big time. Maybe I don't see. Maybe blue green might play it. I don't know. But what are you thinking, Jimmy?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the ward is definitely. There probably is some sort of blue green ward deck that just sits there for a little while and then like quests one turn, and then quests the next turn, and that's just it.
This is that.
But yeah, because there's so little removal, being able to blank that for a turn or two can be absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Like if someone's just sandbagging their wrong lever or strength for that, the one time they need it for that one little tempo play, and then you got this instead, and they're like just punished.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like a combination of Aurora and Alice is going to really play a role in some deck. I don't know what color base it'll be, but between them being able to ward certain characters and really gain from their effects actually going off, I think it's really going to be playable in some deck. I don't know what. Taylor, you have any thought?
I think it's really good, and you're going to see it all the time.
Okay.
Every single, I think eventually I think when we start the set, you won't see it in every Sapphire deck, but someone is, and it might be actually in blue steel. That's very true.
Yeah.
Someone is going to crack this. They're
I think they're
going
going to
to
crack
get
the
it.
Mickey.
Yep,
Which
with
we'll talk about in a
resist
bit.
and ward, and no one's going to be able to touch their characters, and they'll just keep playing characters
Yep.
until, like Jimmy said, they'll just quest for 20. It's going to be there. people are going to have to end up playing cards. Once again, we're going to say this, that they don't want to play. That's what a lot of this comes down to. Unfortunately. I really hope people are getting ready for that.
Yeah,
You're going to be playing cards that you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do something that this color scheme has never done before.
yeah.
And you need to start adjusting now, particularly if you're going to any of these events that are happening, in September and October. It's a big one. It's big, big, big.
I just like that there are cards that can counter that are out there with BKU, Be King Undisputed. It can hit a Aurora. I mean, force a
But it's
person to
got to be
choose
the
the
only
Aurora.
thing for Big King
Correct.
Undisputed.
And then
That's
it's
the bigger thing.
same thing for the Medusa, the green Medusa, isn't it? Or it's gets around the ward, so they might be able to hit one of your characters, clear it, and then be able to get rid of that Aurora. There are ways to get rid of it, but I think, like you said, it will be a played card. It's a very strong card with a 5 butt, 3 attack, average, but 5 butt is pretty hard to deal with these days. Which back in the day, you were like 5 butt ain't
Maui,
making
done.
it, especially on turn 5. It's just like it's like you're throwing a I don't know. It's just like you're throwing a card out there, just getting Zeus no matter what. But
Yeah, I can see
yeah,
it as a card that gets put in because Blurple runs wild and it's helps with the mirror to lock it. So they have to Elsa this and then send a bunch of 2-power stuff into it.
true. That is true. It'll also protect your whole field from Hades, which could protect your Dumbos, protect your like stuff like that. You might be right on that track there, Jimmy. This might be the mirror breaker, but well, only time will tell. Let's take a peek at what we got next. Oh, this is my boy. Look. This is my boy, but I'll let Jimmy start it. Go ahead. Go ahead. How do you like this card? Because this is what I've learned from you more than anything.
Body that draws a card.
Mm, mm.
And
Body that draws a card.
That replaces itself in your
Yeah.
hand. That's so good right now, which is crazy to think about. But go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean it's a little expensive, but since you're playing in Sapphire, you're gonna be playing it a turn or two early. And it has decent stats. It has the 4 power and the 4 willpower, the 4 strength and the 4 willpower,
Yeah.
and it's got evasive.
On your turn, which is really helpful in this meta. Really, really, really helpful. I see it being played in blue steel. I see it being played in green blue. I see it being played in pretty much any blue deck that's gonna exist. I might be wrong here. Maybe not blue red, but maybe blue red. I don't know if that's gonna be a deck. But Taylor, do you think this is gonna be in pretty much all the blue decks?
I don't think it'll be in blue red. I think right now, I think blue red might be done. Might be real done. The
Shout out
version
Taylor.
of it,
He did say it was over. He said he doesn't know if he's going to continue playing the color.
yeah. The problem is you're ramping to what you've lost. That's the problem. I think Sapphire has right now is it was the ramp deck. All these cards to ramp, and now you've got to figure out the other things to do. I'll say there have been some very creative things that I've seen in Red Blue. Beagle Boys has certainly taken a good little boost because it gives rush to characters, which I think is great. There most likely is, and it's a card that we're not going to show today, a red blue deck that includes the Beagle Boys, that includes all those characters, but also includes Shere Khan that can probably get a lot of lore just by challenging. The problem with the deck is that, and what we're gonna see for a little bit is that no one is exerting their characters. I think one problem this card has is that if you see it too late, you're not going to draw a card because everyone's top decking eventually. Like there's it not I guess not everyone, but it's pretty close.
The blue, let's just say this, typically on turn 5 with blue, if we're losing a card, we play one genie. We could potentially be behind a card on turn 5, which
You talking
should
about
happen.
Blurple?
Yeah, with Blurple.
Sure.
Blurple. Being able to like ramp, basically lose up to 2 cards on turn 2, which is good in this case here, being able to just solidify the draw and get this guy down with with the 4/4 evasive. But I think he's gonna see play. I think he's a good one. It's so funny. All these cards are from set 1. All these cards that were, I guess they were played in set 1, but not really anything outside of that.
We didn't play this card in set 1.
Bro, you don't know me.
This was not on the radar in set 1. Y'all lying to yourself.
I did not play this in set 1, I promise. Let's hit up the next card. Oh my god, this card is
we had to show the other one. We should have shown the other one first. Go to the other Pete.
Oh,
no, don't worry. That one. Go back. There you go.
This one. We just went through everything. Go ahead.
Solid.
This is your card.
This is Pete Almighty. He's a really good card. A 3-drop. Here's the thing. There's no more Storm Rage on. This becomes a good card. They're gonna use Fire the Cannons on this. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Go for it. More power to you. I'm pretty high on this card right now. Shout out to some people that reminded me about it. It has definitely done work. It takes out your
Aurora.
It can take out Aurora if they ever quest with it, absolutely. But the bigger thing is that it takes out Rhino, and you don't need any special things to do it. Yes, it's turn 3. And you're not, whatever. It's there, and it can prevent a Rhino. Are they going to use strength and build up their strength to take care of this? Probably, but great. I'm glad that they're using strength on this 2 willpower thing. Good card. Really like it. To the moon on this card right now. Seriously, I'm like to the moon on this card right now.
To the moon, dude. What do you think, Jimmy? You think this thing's going to the moon, or is this going to...
I don't know if it's going to the moon.
It's going to fizzle out in the ocean.
But I think it'll probably see a little bit of play. And I think...
From Taylor.
Yeah, from Taylor. I don't know if anyone else is going to play it. But I did... For all the people complaining about vanilla cards, I think we're going to see a bunch of vanilla cards in this. Like, I think, the Mouse Queen's going to get played in the ally deck. I think the 4-drop 4/4 Mufasa is, just so goodly statted, you can play it in purple steel.
I feel like red steel is going to play the cards to scar off of, because it's a 5/5 that they can scar off of too.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of vanilla cards.
I think there's gonna be a lot of vanilla.
Yeah. But this is insane to be able to get it out on turn 3 with a 5/2 with the new scar, which we'll kind of get into that card in a little bit.
Scar can't target this one though.
Oh yeah, it's got to be an ally, right? Oh, that's so lame. All right.
Go back a few.
Yeah, go back to the reason you played.
Here's your removal. Inkable in set, whatever, a 9. Fable, sure. If you're playing Ruby. It's definitely working. I gotta say, I'm actually doing it as we're speaking right now. It has won me a huge amount of games. There's another card we're talking about as well, but this one in particular, having that other Pete out, or this Pete, whatever, multiple of them, it's great. It's great combining with the pocket watch, because then I can go take out whatever, really, that isn't evasive, that everyone's playing right now, and chances are this probably is going to survive. So all good things right now with this deck, like high performing right now, I gotta say. I'm pretty ecstatic about it. It's going to be an early removal card that we'll see play.
Yeah, it's so funny. I don't remember, me and someone were like, dude, we need to make a Pete deck. This looks so bad that we want to make a Pete deck, and now
it was me and you.
Was it me and you?
Yeah, and you said if I ever play this Pete deck, I'm gonna eat the card or quit the game. But we're not. It's not a full Pete deck, so I was like, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but that's what we talked about. I was like, this shit might work one day. Well, it took a year, but here we are.
I think I have the same bet with Lunch Cube Ben. I said if Grandpappy wins a DLC, that I'd eat one. So I'm praying nobody wins.
Is the Steel Pete that gets more Petes still in this format?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Ruby Steel Pete?
And then there's Steel Pete.
Steel
Pete deck. Please, no one win anything with that. Please, I don't want to eat a card. But Jimmy, do you think this is gonna
win
be
with
worth
this
it?
card?
I think there's gonna be at least one person playing this card. Well,
You're
it actually,
shocked
well,
as shit when you're like, oh my gosh, he actually pulled it off. I just need to do it one time and I'm going to feel pretty good. I'm
will
not
it
going to lie.
actually see play? I don't know. It's
Yeah.
so
What
expensive.
removal do we have? What removal do we have?
We'll
I
talk
understand-
about it in a
I
second.
guess it's inkable, so you can only play when you need it. You can just ink it early, and against the more aggressive decks too.
Oh, lordy.
Sure.
Come around, Jimmy. Come on
Sure,
down.
why not?
This meta sounds like Schmidt, so,
That is great.
yeah. All right, Pete, Steamboat Rival, yippee. It's going to be in the meta, guys. I hate this
Yeah.
card.
We now have a problem.
Yeah, I hate this card.
And her
And I hated
name.
it when it first came out too. And I love Tiana. She's she's hands down my most favorite princess. New Orleans Sting, of course. But look at all that food. She can cook. She's got some bomb ass food. But yeah,
She's
this card's
cooking all right. She's cooking.
Yeah, she's cooking all right. She's already cooked. You see it, the whole meal is there, and she's gonna take the meta. So yeah, this card's a problem. This is a real freaking problem card here. And this is gonna be probably the next card that this is gonna be the new Diablo. I really think that this card will be the new Diablo or Prince John card, as you will, whatever you want to call it. This is gonna be the problem card that everyone bitches about. And if you're not bitching about it, then you're playing it. So it's going to be one of the two. Broke. Just read the card. We all know what it does. When it's tapped, you got to pay 3 to not have -3 from your attack. So, and that's every attack when it's tapped. So
Correct.
it's just so freaking punishing. And all you have to do is play this new 1-drop that we just got that we're going to talk about in a second here. And you can play this on 2 and then play your full hand of aggro on 3. It's going to be a fucking problem. What do you think, Jimmy? How are you taking care of this other than little red Sisu?
It's
How do you take
super
care of it?
annoying. You're either into the unknown
That's a
or
card.
you're bouncing it and just crashing everything else.
Mother knows best.
Yeah,
Dude, there's so many
It's
not answers
fun.
to it.
yeah. It's just super annoying. Usually, so far in the testing I've done, the first one is I can deal with it most of the time. But when they draw multiple, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's over.
Like, they literally can go Tiana on 2, all right? And then on 3, they could go Tiana, Daisy, all right? That just, no. Like, no. How are you beating that? My next question is, because before I get rule sharked, does this affect stack? If they're both
Yes.
tapped, do I have to pay 6 to then challenge something?
You pay 3 per.
Yeah.
3.
It's 3 per. Correct.
So
it would
so
get
if they're both
-6,
tapped-
and then you'd pay 3 to get rid of 3, and then 3 to get rid of 3.
Gosh. No. So this card's going to be annoying, guys. Taylor, how do you beat it? What do you do?
Given Sisu. Next.
Yeah, not everyone plays Ruby.
Okay.
Not
Oh,
everyone
no,
only.
you don't play red.
Then go play green and go play your welcome. What do we want?
Mother's knows best, I guess. Yeah, but
Yeah, you
like,
can play your welcome. Yeah, for sure.
You're welcome.
I mean,
Mother
you
knows
can.
best. Give it reckless with Lewis. Do
Yeah.
it, but that turns it sideways anyway. And they're just
Yeah.
the problem is
they're
that
not going to attack.
we have yet again another card that has an effect that is the entire board that we don't have an immediate answer to. The problem is that we got rid of rush. Like there's really no rush early in the game. They're uninkable rush now. There's too much. It's too many things, right? So we then have to figure out, what do we do? And I think the answer is absolutely nothing. I think if you're not playing something that has an answer for this early in the game, you're going to lose. You're going to lose because you're not going to be able to effectively challenge. It will become a problem for you. You're going to be sad. You're
Or
going to be
you have to be
sad.
faster.
I'm sorry?
Or
yeah.
you have to be faster. And you just
better be
don't
pretty
you don't
fast.
challenge because you just turn it sideways.
Yeah.
It's not good. That's all I'm going to say. It's not good.
Look, now that I'm thinking of it, there is a lot of answers and a lot of colors for this card. It's just you have to be patient, and you're going to be behind no matter what. whenever someone plays a Tiana, just know that like they're gonna get off probably 2 or 3 quests on characters. Like there's just no.
And then it's over.
I understand, but then you're gonna have to just work from your back foot on a deck that typically has no draw. So the whole plan is to last through the early game and then top end them with just removal after removal after removal with Blurple or something like that. I'm sure that, Jimmy, you played a couple of games with Blurple. That's probably the only way that you can win something like this or, deal with this stupid card. Or get lucky and, have the Into the Unknown, the Mother Knows Best, or, whatever the human Sisu. So, it's gonna be a fucking card to deal with. I hate this thing.
It is.
I hate this thing, but I'm glad it's here. It's gonna make the meta, it's gonna make aggro a viable deck, and I think aggro this set, which last set, I'd say it's still an A tier deck. I think it will be an S tier this set. Amber Steel aggro. So shout out to Tiana, New Orleans, yeah, kicking our ass since fucking today. Yzma. I love this card. I love this card. I tried this card a couple of times, but there's just so much other better cards back, before rotation. Jimmy, you pointed this card out. Why don't you take it away?
Yeah, so mostly I've been seeing this in Purple Steel, and just being able to just get your hand down playing Captain Hooks that keep the board stable. You can play your Cuscos or whatever other 2-drops you want into the Genie, the 3/4 Genie to help combat evasives, or Cobra Pitch to keep on getting low to then get this card off. And the card advantage you can get from this is pretty massive.
Yeah, because you're flooding the field pretty quick with big numbered characters that they have to deal with. They have to deal with them. Especially with effects like this, you're gonna let this get off twice? Are you really gonna let this get off twice? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Especially like even if like you're not playing this on 4, you're playing this later in the game after a bunch has happened, and you both kind of just have one card in hand playing off the top, and then you're just rolling this out there, and they can't deal with it.
Yeah,
you immediately just gain the advantage.
Yeah, you can always just ink that card that you drew if it's nothing, good, and just draw another 3 for basically free. It doesn't have a cost. Obviously, you're not getting the lore off the character, but who gives a shit? Because at this point, it's all about card advantage and who can put more down on the field, right? And to deal with. Taylor, are you seeing this in your beloved red purple?
I'm not, but we have other draw options right now, even without like the Queen of Hearts, because most everybody's playing the 4 genies. Most everybody's playing Finders Keepers. That's probably maxed out at 4 at most decks at this point. Hypnotic Strength is another one that's seeing a lot of play because it can help like combat Tiana and things of that nature as well. So no, but I'm also not playing Dumbo. So I mean, I'm kind of all over the place with stuff right now. It's just too slow. But this is a card I could see coming in. I tried it when it first came out. I was like, oh, this is gonna be way good, and then it wasn't. But there were just better draw options right now. Before, excuse me. Now, replenishing your hand is massive because this card, unlike other cards people are using, does not rely on your opponent's hand to also draw cards.
Right.
Clarabelle is bad. Everyone stop trying to make this work. It's over. Clarabelle had her time.
You have to build around it. It can't be great.
Clarabelle?
Yes.
You better play 2 and that's it. I cannot. No one has cards in hand. No one.
That's why you have to build around Clarabelle. You gotta be playing your Mother Knows Best. You gotta play your Welcomes.
Yeah,
you gotta be playing.
You
gotta be playing your Mother Gothels. You gotta be playing your Cuscos. You gotta be playing.
Mother Gothels is a good one. That's
your
Cusco.
Poor Unfortunate Souls. You gotta be playing Maleficent Staff, and then you just get crushed by aggro.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, thanks for not playing any cards for the first 8 turns. I was like, no, that's the thing. I do think this sees play. And I think eventually I'll come around to Dumbo as well. I was really high on Dumbo, but because other things left the format, it's not as great as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think this card might find a home in green purple.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I'm really considering this card in green purple.
I think this card makes Sudden Chill really good.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
just to sing it with something else and then replenish your hand.
Yeah,
I
just
don't-
because like right now,
Sure.
this sudden chill is really good because no one has cards in hand. If you can get that last 1 or 2 cards to get that dock out of their hand,
Yeah.
if you can go, on 4 chip, sing sudden chill to get the last 2 cards, and then play this on 5 to be able to replenish the next turn, and like you just won the game.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Well,
Go look at some stuff.
Yzma stocks are going up. This card has gone up big time on cost. So remember what we say throughout this episode. You might want to cop some of these cards if they're kind of pricey, especially if they hit meta status like Maui Shark. Some of these might see the 40s, 30s, depending on how this game or how the meta goes. So let's go to the next one. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's
We
that
talked
bad.
about a move on. I was like,
Boom, he back.
Yep.
Go ahead, Taylor. This is your card.
The Goofy's been great. Welcome to your everything answer, except for Hades. Doesn't answer Hades, which is a problem. Better have a Lumiere. But it's a really. I also do play Lumiere right now for
No,
this
he doesn't.
exact reason.
That card's bad.
It's a really good card. Here's the thing about Goofy. One, it's I tried using Goofy before, quite a few times, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, but without other rushes available, and I knew as soon as I saw that the Maui Hero to All was not getting reprinted, that I was most likely going to end up playing this card. It's an answer to a lot of problems. You're going to see it in almost every Ruby deck, 3 or 4 of them. The evasiveness works. You're going to see it in red purple. You're going to see it in blue red. You're going to see it in ruby steel. It's got a big body. It works out. Combos really well. If you dropped Queen of Hearts on turn 5, then you're playing this on turn 6, drawing a card and taking something out. You can replenish your hand really, really quickly. It sings a Pirate's Life, even though I'm kind of down on a Pirate's Life right now. So you can play Shark and benefit from this as well. It has a lot of capabilities right now. It's a very, very, very strong card in the format that really only gets answered by either multiple other evasives or another Goofy. Play it.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what do you think?
Go ahead, Jimmy.
In the testing, I've had 2 cards that have been so annoying I don't want to see them again, and one is Tiana, and the other one is this stupid Goofy card.
Yeah.
It has
That was
been
good.
so overperforming, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a 4 of.
Welcome, America. I was like, I've been waiting for this card to be good. Yeah, everyone was like, I hope Super Goop gets reprinted. I'm like, we have a better Super Goop at home. You don't have to worry about lore. Don't worry about lore. You gotta worry about board state right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yep.
true. But you see it in all red decks, you think?
No, I
Jimmy?
mean probably not.
What would you not see it in? What?
I mean, I guess you would. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
red, blue, maybe not red, steel.
what
Top 5? Come
they
on.
got, they have to have a better answer for evasives than the
That's
Steel
true.
Genie. That's
true.
the thing. It just it covers too many. The card would be way too good if it was inkable, right? I mean that it would just be.
Yeah,
It
it
would be
would have been in
impossible.
people's
Yeah.
decks beforehand, honestly, if it was inkable.
All right, it's not getting played in red, yellow.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that
How are
deck's
they dealing with
dead.
evasives?
King Candy.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's a good. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good thing we
All
have
right.
Elsa.
Goof.
God bless Elsa.
I just like the phrase at the bottom. Hold on to your hat. Like that. It's a good phrase for this card. I like the your. That's a real southern for Goofy. I love it. So I hate this card though. Yeah, I do hate this card.
Well, y'all are gonna see a lot of it if we're playing. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
I've had 4 of them on the board, and the person on some other websites just like quit immediately. They're out, gone, poof.
Yep. All right. Flying Goof sounds
Flying
terrible.
Goof.
Sounds terrible. Oh man, why are all these cards your cards?
Because y'all didn't come up with any.
Yeah, because our cards suck, dude. All of our cards suck.
What
Out of order.
Yep.
It's a great card because it kills stuff, and that's all it does.
It's your new Dragonfire, and it's inkable, which makes it better. And it's not a song, so it's harder to get rid of something in someone's hand. I haven't seen Ursula a lot recently because there's no songs in the game right now. So there's no good ones. So it's look, it's a 2 of maybe. It's a tech card. It's really, really strong late game when people are top decking and you have this in your hand and you're just racing for lore. Getting rid of something that quests for 2 or more has been helpful. Getting rid of something that's evasive has been helpful. Do I think this sees time after week 2? No. But I think early on, right now, it'll see some play because we have such a lack of removal in a lot. But Emerald has a lot of removal, right? There's characters that bounce things back to hands.
Yeah.
That's great. And truthfully, I think it's very strong. I think this is different. If you're playing a Ruby deck, you need to go find removal for early and late game. And this might be something you look at for a little bit. I think it's very dependent upon your meta. If you have aggro being played, it's ink, which is fine because it's inkable.
It is inkable.
And you need to put characters, and that's the key thing I think with this card. People were talking about Energy Blast, and also Everybody's Mad here, but both of those are uninkable, and I'm a huge fan of Everyone's Mad here, but it's uninkable, and that's a problem. I thought that the meta was going to change, that we could have more uninkables, but we can't. You're really sitting somewhere between 10 to 14 right now because your hand will brick more often now with less draw. So, okay card right now. I think it's pretty good right now. It won't be in about 3 weeks.
Jimmy, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Taylor's crazy.
That's fine.
He's just coping as much as he can to keep on playing red purple.
Let me tell I will. What? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. We got with this deck. Oh man, of course. With this deck right now, I'm at a 1400 MMR.
I'd like to show you some of the decks I've been playing that we're winning with.
Let me show both y'all. It says it on the freaking card. The last thing any gamer wants to see. It says it on the card. You don't want to see this in your deck, guys. You don't. You don't.
Don't hate. Now, if you ask me if it's in my deck right now, I'm going to tell you no, it's not. But I think it's not. But I think it's a good card. Like, at this very moment, it's not in the deck. But I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it'll see some play.
I can see you running a 1 or 2 of in a shark deck.
I know it's just
to have it.
Okay. And a shark deck, yeah. To gain one
an
more
action.
and kill one thing on turn 7 instead of dropping a genie and a 3-drop. Like,
because you got no cards in your hand. You can't.
I'm gonna have those damn cards.
How many cards do you think you're gonna have in your hand on average after turn 5?
Not enough. Not where I want them. Not where I want it to be. But we're all gonna be satisfied on turn 5. You know what I mean? Like, I might have 3 or 4.
I have a bolder statement. I don't miss Be Prepared. I miss Friends on the Other Side more.
Yeah, I bet.
Yes.
I bet.
I think
I'll take a Friends any day.
I was shocked that one didn't come back.
Yeah. All right, out of order. It's gonna be the next meta, guys. You heard it first here, right here on Tavern Talk.
About this card, and y'all are gonna eat your shit. I can tell you right now, it'll be great.
I will.
This is this card too.
All right, you heard it first, guys. If this wins the freaking,
tell me what it needs to win.
I'm eating this card.
If it wins what?
That wins the DLC. If this card is in the deck that wins the DLC, now everyone's just gonna put 1 in it now.
I'm putting 1 in right now.
Card.
I'll run 62 cards just for you.
I said it. Anyways, let's go to the next card. I don't want to eat. All right, this is a good card. I think this is a good card. Jimmy, you take it away and start it off with this card.
Yeah, just the fact that you can exert something without having to exert it.
Yeah.
Because all these board states are getting so stalematey. Pretty solid.
I think it also replaces the 5-drop Elsa when you have 5 ink, because if you don't have it, this is another option, because at 5 ink, you can play her and use her effect on play, right?
Yeah.
It's also really good when you got the Queen of Hearts. Got a little draw engine to go with it.
You see what I've done when I've gave people these cards? Yeah. You see what I'm doing here? The draw engine is there. You just got to find it. Shout out to a bunch of people though to help me like piece a lot of this together. But I am playing this card. I
Who are
was
these crazy
concerned.
people that are enticing you to play cards like this, man?
No, I took this from somebody else.
All
And I
right,
was
all
like,
right.
oh, that's a pretty good idea. Let's combine it with this, and it works.
Was out of
Amber-
order your idea?
Out of order was 100%
Definitely,
mine.
yeah.
That's definitely my idea. I had zero help with that one. But I think this has become, look, this is a very good card. I think it has its niche though. Particularly, I think it's in a Ruby Amethyst Flinger deck. That is where I saw it first. Will 2 on Lord 20 and I were talking about it. Great card. Love it. He was totally like spot on about this. And then it may eventually see itself into a purple steel deck, allowing them just to challenge themselves with Calhoun to finish a game.
Also,
I haven't
with the
seen that yet.
Yzma,
I'm just throwing. Wait, what?
the Yzma, it helps with the
Yeah,
Yzma too.
exactly.
And Doc.
Because you can just keep paying for this, right? It's not a once a turn. It's something along those lines. You don't have to exert it. It's just pay the one and go. I originally took out Dumbo for this because no one was questing. And I was like, well, I need to be able to challenge stuff. That's like one of the 3 fundamentals of the game. So, it works. I like it. It is in my deck right now. It's ink against most ward decks, because I have to choose it and not my opponent, so it doesn't get around ward. But this is also it's a 3/4, which is good stats for this card. And then on top of that, it can sing BKU. Um, I've done it, I didn't want to. You can play Hypnotic Strength on it and then take out a Rhino. It's just like one of those things like, okay, we had an answer for this at some point. It's inkable. It checks so many of the boxes. I just think it's a good card to have. I don't know if you need 4. 3 is okay, something, but it's pretty good. Pretty good.
I think that effects that have payments like this on this card. I know that there's plenty of other cards out there. I'm not thinking of them. This is gonna be a big thing in this meta. I feel like cards that can stay stationary and you can use ink with a dead hand, with a low hand, are going to be really important in this meta, like Rabbit's Pocket Watch, this Elsa here. Like I said, there's a couple of cards that when they hit the board, they might not do anything when they hit the board, but later on, when you have no cards in hand, these effects are really going to play into how you win the game. So,
Yeah, any
Jimmy,
type of ink sync.
yeah.
I've also been toying around with putting this card in Amber Amethyst to be able to get that circle of life off on like specific card I want.
Ooh, okay.
Haven't played much with it yet, but we'll see how it goes. I think the problem with that deck is gonna be the early game against aggro. It's just gonna be a little too tough.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But
it's got potential.
I think it's a good card. And even in Blurple, like I said, it could be the same thing as an Elsa, technically. I mean, a 5-drop Elsa. I know we're just saying Elsa. But yeah, if you have a 5 ink, this is kind of the same thing, just no rush on the card, which is fine. The main point of Elsa is to get that card tapped so you can either Into the Unknown it or, get that attack off to ruin their day. So I think this might even get play in Blurple, maybe a 2 of, like y'all said. I'm still trying to find the 4 drops that matter. Obviously, we got Genie. Stationary, great card. I'm still stuck on Iago. I think Iago's a great card. But there's going to be a lot of targeted buff cards in this meta. So maybe not the illusion route. So I think that this could be one of the potential 4 drops that Blurple goes to on turn 3. Especially being able to tap those 3 drops against Amber Steel and, getting rid of their 3 singer or something like that. I think it would be pretty big here.
I wish Vanish was better. I really do.
It's getting better as the meta. I mean, as this
changed, because we got rid of a lot of like the steel damage stuff.
Yeah,
but even like Hypnotic Strength or anything that's just like it's just so many. Yeah,
like all
the strength razors are pretty good right now.
Yeah.
So even like you're playing Lumiere, and like even Madame M Skater and Hidden Cove, along with Improvise and Hypnotic Strength.
Yep.
These are all
Cards
going
are
to see
great.
play.
They're all pretty good.
A lot of them draw you cards too,
That's
along
the
with
reason.
chopping something. So they're really strong in this meta. So, yeah, Elsa's great with all these things. I think it might be in a lot of purple decks. I think it will. Let's see what we got next. Oh, the big boy. Go ahead, Jimmy. I think this is a U card because this thing's ridiculous. This thing is ridiculous. How are we getting it
Actually,
out?
I have been running it as a one of,
Mm-hmm.
just a one of in my Circle of Life decks.
Okay, a yellow steel.
Yeah, I have not been playing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really?
Stitch is just so much better most of the time
Okay.
because like you're not going aggro enough usually.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, another card that's been a little bit surprising to me is the 6 ink Steel Jafar.
Which one?
He's 07 with Challenger 7 or something.
Oh yeah. The one that
Yeah.
you also say
Characters
brawl
with characters that cost 4 or less can't challenge.
Yeah.
So it
That's
definitely
pretty-
locks some boards out where you can just start turning sideways and all these stalemates.
That's a pretty good card. If Sisu's out of the meta, that's a really good card, honestly. That
It's
you just
inkable,
pointed
so you
out.
can ink it against the red decks that are playing Sisu's.
That's true. What was that card's effect? It has like it has like Challenger on it and all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah, it's
Challenger
like a
8?
07. What is this thing?
It's a
Yeah.
08, I thought, or a 07. Yeah, you might
I
be
think
right.
it's 07. Where is he at?
We're not even talking about Mickey Mouse anymore, guys.
Yeah. 07, Challenger 7. Opposing characters with cost 4 or less can't challenge.
That's
That's why I
pretty
couldn't find it.
good.
It is pretty good.
That's pretty good, guys. That's another card we should think about. Okay, my question is
Sisu?
yeah, true. That's what I said. Red C2, yes. If it's
It used to be
prevalent-
Medusa. Now we got human Sisu. That's what it is.
So if is the one drop, I mean the 2-drop Mickey that can like kill something and play anything still relevant? Is that like a card or is that gone?
I've tried, but it has not been good.
Even with the last ditch effort?
Yeah, even with the last ditch effort. So I've been running that in purple steel, trying it to see how it worked, and I eventually just cut the Mickey, but kept in the shift Mufasa and the 4-drop Mufasa because those cards are just great.
Okay. Yeah.
Vanilla 4/4 is good, and then the shift Mufasa on 5 just wrecks all the evasive decks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's an interesting theory. I don't know how this Mickey Mouse is going to play into this meta. I think someone might find a way for it to be good. Taylor, do you have any insight on?
I think it's the Circle of Life that gets the play out
Yeah.
on it. And I think it's just in a steel deck that Mulan turn 1
Pitch.
discards it,
Yeah.
and you kind of just go from there. That's at least my thought and theory on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest problem is the 2 biggest decks, one doesn't care about it, the aggro deck, and the other one has Into the Unknown, and you just get punished. You went through a bunch of resources and you just get punished.
Yeah, that is pretty average.
Maybe there's a green steel deck that runs Return of Hercules. Like the last set, maybe, I don't know.
But even then, you play your card first on that, and then they play Hades, and then you're
Yeah.
Correct.
like you're done.
But at least
All
with green, you can see their hand first.
Yeah, right. Big Mickey Mouse. Wonder if it's gonna make it. I don't think it is, but cool card. Maybe we'll find a way. Maybe someone will find a way. Oh God, I hate this card. This card is gonna be a problem too with the whole Tiana
is.
shit. This is why Tiana's so strong, guys. This Aurora is broke. We don't really have anything other than fire the cannons to deal with it. So if you're not playing steel, this card is probably going to be screwing you every game. So, Taylor, you take it away with this Aurora and tell them how broke it is.
It's pretty broken because you can get things out faster. Namely, our Mystery of Tiana, which is going to be a thing. It's going to be in that deck. I mean, there's zero reason not to play that card. So I have not seen it used in the shift mechanic yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
Blue yellow, you talking? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm I'm sure it'll be here soon. I just have not seen it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this card. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with all the princesses that we have in this meta, they're all so strong. And Daisy being the aggro queen that she is, you get to play her for free, basically. Like on turn 3, if this Aurora lives, which is gonna, after the Tiana gets played, they can literally go, like I said, Tiana on 3 again, and then play another Daisy. Like that's disgusting. I don't know if like any deck can win on the draw against that right now. I really don't. So this card's going to be a problem. Um, I don't think it's going to be a huge problem, but it's going to be probably one of the cards that everyone says, man, this is a little too strong with the other cards that we have right now. Jimmy, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be one of those cards that people bitch about?
I don't think so. I think getting the Tiana down a turn earlier, getting a one free Daisy or something off, you could have just played the Daisy on one instead. Like I think it's a good card. I think all these cards that are ramp cards that are not Sapphire in Amber, Aurora, Pluto, and Huey could all see play for sure.
Yeah, especially with I know Lady's not a queen or a princess too, but like they just have so many plays. Like to, it's so disgusting. Amber Steel is so disgusting right now. But yeah, there's so many good princesses and queens in this format. Rather it be yellow blue or yellow steel. Take your pick. There's a lot of them. They all have really big health pools, and that's kind of the thing right now that we want to see on cards because it's a trade meta. We know Taylor's playing like out of order to get rid of cards. We know that the health pool really matters here. So this is gonna be a card. This is gonna be a card of cards for these yellow decks, I think.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how fast the Sapphire Amber deck is.
Yeah.
And if the 4-drop Anna can just win races on the draw too.
Does we didn't lose Alice, did we? We didn't lose Alice. Yeah.
Alice is still around.
That's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. Aurora, 1-drop, uncommon, thank God. It's gonna be cheap to get. Foils are gonna be probably like $8 or $9. Let's go to the next one. Oh, we're gonna be talking decks now. Those were some of the cards that we thought that might shake up the meta that people don't really talk about a lot, especially a couple of them. But we wanted to cover 2 decks that we might think, like we just think that they are gonna be close to the S tier, maybe A, maybe S. Maybe not so much this one, but this one is gaining some hype right now. The purple steel, I mean, it's got the evasives, it's got card draw, it's got some removal, it has Tinkerbell, it's got draw with Dolores and Genie. Dolores is another card that we haven't spoke about that I think is extremely good. Great stat line, quest for 2, just good card. Taylor, do you want to take a crack at this list and talk about it a little bit?
Yep. I think it's obviously very solid. I think it's very reliant on the early game. First and foremost, I think it has to open up with Mr. Smee and Genie. Like they have to be in your opening hand at least, to take care of a lot of the evasive early game threats that people are going to be playing. I wish there were some better options than the Vanish characters. I understand that they're allies and they do well with Scar, and that's why.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I think Vanish, like I said before, it gets sniped like immediately. You can see that their like basis for removal in this deck is going to be, I hope I get Elsa out. I'm going to turn something sideways on your side and then challenge, and that's how I'll remove things, which is great. They have enough evasive damagers to do it. Strength of Raging Fire is always good, especially since it came back, and Tinkerbell obviously being back is pretty good too. I am not a Scar fan. I'm not. We'll see how that works out. Obviously, I mean the buff is fine. It's just the cost that you're paying. It's uninkable. It's a lot to like. The draw mechanic of it isn't great in my opinion. I think you're giving up a lot. I think the deck works well. I think, but I don't think it's because of Scar. I
Yeah.
think you're going to see more benefit from Lilo than you are from Scar.
I think Scar is definitely a win more card in this situation. This deck has a lot of draw in it already, is kind of what I was going to get at with Dolores Genie. And I think those are, and then Diablo, right? Yeah. So we have three, four ofs that actually replace themselves, in a sense.
Correct.
So do you really need 4 Scar? Do you really need 4? Maybe 2 or 3? Maybe, put some other spice in here. Maybe some uh, hypnotic strength or something like that might be a good card to replace these Scars with or something like that. But
Hypnotic Strength, the 3-drop Dumbo to give more things evasive that you're going to have to deal with. I don't think the 4-drop one really works in this. You only have 2 other evasive. Actually, on your turn, you'll have what? Actually, Dumbo, the 4-drop Dumbo could be okay because on your turn, Smee and Genie are evasive. So
correct.
it's not, that might not be a bad idea just to draw more. But if you're looking for that damage boost, which I got to tell you, there's not enough people questing, right? For a damage boost to matter as much unless you're playing against aggro, and Scar is not solving Tiana. You've already lost. If you're, it's over.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think there's probably better options that truthfully lower your unequal count in this deck to 8 if you just played one of the Dumbos, or even Yzma. I mean, whatever, something, to
Right.
get through it now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jimmy, what do you think? Do you think the Scar is a playable card, or do you think we should be looking towards other cards for draw?
I mean, maybe he's playable in a different deck. I don't know if he's playable in this one. I mean, in this build for sure. I see why
Sure.
it's in there.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's the right build for
They
Purple Steel.
they don't really have high enough attack for his ability to really matter here.
Yeah, just like Cobra, we'll draw you 3 cards.
Yeah, Raja being one of the main targets because it's a low cost. You could play it, maybe swing at one thing or don't, or just quest once and then pop him.
Yeah, I mean, it's still only netting you 2 cards.
Yeah, but it's not because don't you have to pitch 2 of them? You get to draw 3, but pitch 2.
You
So
draw 4
right.
because he's got +1 strength because now.
Plus 1 strength, yeah, for
Yeah.
all allies. You're right. So yeah, I don't know. I guess if you stack them right, I guess that's the idea. You have
But
more control.
he's not an ally though, right?
No, what I mean is
Scar's not.
you just put 2 of them down, and then Roger would have 5.
Sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if this deck's gonna be viable. I know it's winning maybe on that one app that
website?
everyone plays on that no one can talk about. But
I could see Scar maybe in the more concentrated blue steel ally deck.
yeah,
Sure. That's a better fit for it, in my opinion, than this. But this is, I mean, just don't play the Scar right now. It's just not it's got to be in a specific deck, and this is not the ally deck for it.
yeah. All right, let's move on to what we think. I think all of us think this. Maybe even Red Purple Mind up there, Taylor thinks this, but we think that this is the best color combination in the game right now. This might not be the best list for this color combination, but we're going to talk a little bit about what we think might make it the S tier deck that it is. And let's talk about it. It's Blurple. Everyone knew from the start of this set that this was going to be the most consistent because it didn't lose many cards of its core. If any, Popsicle Bell's still a thing, but Popsicle's gone, so Bell's gone. But all these cards you pretty much have other than Dumbo. So if you've had a Blurple deck beforehand, it's not that expensive to get a hold of maybe 4 Dumbos and call it a day. You don't have to buy any cards for, the meta deck that you already own.
Right.
But this deck just has so many answers to so many things with Elsa, Anna, and then you have Belle, and you have, Monstro, Hades. There's so many good cards. And then with Donald Duck and Tipo and Sail not really ever missing a ramp or ever having to really use your cards in your hand with Donald Duck to ramp to 8 or 7 or whatever the cost that you really need. All around strong deck. I think that the Annas might not be the card that we want to play. The 4-drop, that being, I'm still in a limbo of I don't know which 4-drops I want to play. I don't even know if I want to run 4 Dumbo. I know some people might think that's crazy, but I don't know. I have
I
no
don't think
idea.
it's crazy.
So, Jimmy, you play a lot of Blurple with me. You probably play it more than me. So what's your take on this deck, man?
It just has so many resources compared to everyone else.
Yeah,
And it has removal for everything with Into the Unknown and Hades. You can get there quickly. It has the Finders to draw. It has the Dumbo to draw. It has the Elsas to tap stuff down, to be able to challenge. Yeah, I mean it's just good.
yeah. I really do. Now that I think about it, the Annas like really do save you in that Amber Steel matchup, holding those cards, tapped, so they don't really get the lure off and stuff like that for that 4-drop. But Finders Keepers, broke card in this meta, like extremely broke card.
In
I
this
think,
deck. Yeah.
especially in this deck where we can ramp quicker than pretty much any deck in the game. And Unto the Unknown was now like D tier last set, and now it's the A tier, S tier removal that we need. So that's a great card now. Everyone play it. If you're playing Blurple, Into the Unknown, you need to max that. Hades, you need to max that. Those are your removal cards. The 1-drops, I like the Royal Guard and Rafiki. I don't know where we're going to be in this meta and how heavy the aggro is going to be. I would like to shift into a Diablo and possibly move these Annas to a grandma from Elsa. I forget her name. Yolanda. Oh man, I'm butchering it.
Yolana. Yeah.
Yolana, and so we can buff these Rafikis and Royal Guards up to destroy those. What is it? The hamster. Those guys
Rhinos.
and stuff like that.
Right.
I just think that it's going to be overall the best challenge and removal deck in the games. I don't know if we're going to be playing Elsa either. The 8-drop, that's uninkable that people, are shifting in, trying to play it a little bit more. I know it's got a good shift on 6 after you play an Elsa. I just don't think that's the tempo move of this meta, but it could win you games. Who knows? Taylor, what do you think?
I think that it's the deck to beat. Bar none. This is it. We're there.
Yeah. You don't think it's going to get any better than, like, obviously not this list specifically?
I don't think your 1-drops are changing. I think you need them. You don't need, because you have other draw that works better, honestly. And your beginning game format isn't, it's not lose. It's not draw. Let me just ramp to play Hades and Monstro. I guess Elsa in this deck, but I don't think that I think Elsa's gonna be something else. It's those like real, like true level of things that I'm like, oh man, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't
So what changes would you make to
I'm
this?
taking out the 8-drop Elsa for the 5/5 4-cost uninkable
McDucks. Yeah, the
100%.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for 2 of them, and then maybe keep the Ana.
I think you keep the Honor right now, just early support against like aggro and stuff, so why not? But I mean,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, the support's really good, especially with the McDuck, because Ana or Hypnotic Strength can just run into a Tiana and kill it without having to pay any ink.
True. Yeah, I really think this deck's gonna really take the meta. I feel like we're gonna be playing for the mirror at this point too. So everyone get ready to tech for the mirror. I think some of the tech cards we talked about earlier would be like Aurora, and things that could just kind of protect your field. I don't really know too many other cards play. We don't really have any warded characters anymore. We don't like Cogsworth. If Cogs was in this meta, he would be a god. But it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be Elsa, play Bell behind Elsa, Hades. Like it's just the same old rotation that you kind of play with Blurple and just play fair to the field. And it's funny that it was such a fair deck throughout the history of it actually being a playable deck. that, it's just there now. It's the best. I feel like y'all said, it's gonna be the best. So, but that's about all we're gonna cover tonight. We don't really do too many. Obviously, Taylor's done a shit ton of red purple testing, but we haven't really done too much testing. But we definitely know that this is gonna be it. This deck right here is probably gonna be the S tier deck that everyone's
No
gonna
doubt.
be aiming to counter or aiming to play. So get ready for it and get ready to tech for it. So we hope that there are some other playable color bases, but with this rotation, losing so many damn cards and stuff like that, I don't see it getting, like you said, Taylor, I don't see it getting much better than this.
Probably not. Probably not.
But yeah, that's about all we have for tonight, guys. We appreciate all your views and, just taking your time to watch us idiots talk about Lorkana. But, we try our best, and, we're going to be all at the DLC in October. It's going to be so fun. That's our next big event that we're all going to be not hosting, attending. If we were hosting, that'd be crazy. But yeah, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. We hope to see all y'all there, all our not fans, but all our friends. We're good friends with a lot of these big teams and a lot of the single players and stuff like that we really enjoy talking to. So we appreciate the support and keep it up. Keep up. Keep testing. We don't want this to be S tier. We don't. We want something. We want a diverse meta. So, any final thoughts, Jimmy?
Yeah. Yeah. This and Ambersteel aggro. We got to figure out how to. I guess we got to figure out if the meta is going to be rock paper scissors, where you got to find something in the middle there, or we can go back to the fun stuff that was like the last two sets where you can play anything.
Yeah.
Play anything. Anyway.
I mean,
okay.
right now everyone should be testing absolutely everything, throwing everything at the wall to see what cards are good and what cards are bad. I have definitely found some cards like the Goofy 2-drop. He's been pretty great. Mr. Arrow has been overperforming.
Mr. Arrow.
Mr. Arrow's a good card.
Especially with
alien,
Lilo.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's an alien for Lilo.
Ooh, aliens.
But yeah, so just try stuff out right now.
Yeah. That's a good thing for the community here, because don't be stuck in your ways with, oh, everyone tells me that this is the meta, this is the best. No, test what you want to test, especially if it's a color base that you've been playing for a long time. Don't count it out just because all the pros and all the big heads say that it's not worth playing. So do your own homework, like Jimmy said. Taylor, what's your thought? Just play red purple?
Yep. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Look, I think everyone is still breathing in a ton of copium right now with like missing cards. Like, oh, I wish I had this. So I wish I had that. Well, they're gone. All right, they're gonna be gone. You're playing with set 8 right now. Sure, have fun. Play Infinity. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought about playing Infinity only early on when I was like, oh, there's a lot of look kind of bad right now. But that has changed. I think the biggest takeaway that I have yes, I have done a ton of testing. It has not just all been Ruby Amethyst. It's I've tested other things, believe it or not. Purple Shield is Blurple. I'm not lying. I've really put in some.
I'm gonna need video footage to post in the Discord.
You just go look at like my matches. I promise. Blue green. Like I just tested things because like you're saying, like, hey, it's completely changed, and what you were doing before doesn't necessarily, it might not work now, and that's okay. But you gotta be ready for it. So that's my like homework for everybody. Go look at cards. You're gonna run into cards you have not seen in a billion years. Okay, I'm telling everybody, you haven't seen them in a year, and you're gonna be like, what does that do again? And the reason I'm saying this, because if you're going to play in a tournament and you're asking your opponent, what does that card do? A lot. It's going to slow the game down, and we're going to run into problems. I'm counting on that happening, to be honest with you.
Well, that'll be the end of our episode. Like I said, I appreciate all the support, all the views. Come join us in our Discord. Come, theory craft with us. Follow us on X. We post a whole bunch of dumb stuff. And on a side note, we are actually starting our own Gundam TCG webcam tournaments on our Discord. So if you're interested in Gundam, hit us up. I know that has nothing to do with Lorkana, but I'm just saying, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. Come try it. But that's all we got for tonight. So thank y'all, and thank you, Jimmy and Taylor, for coming out tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great time.
All right. Well, y'all have a good one and take it easy.
Under the beams, where the shadows dance, a tankard of ale in each eager hand's chance. The snuggly duckling, a haven so bright, with laughter and cards under candlelight. Shuffle the deck, let the fortunes unfold. In the snuggly duckling, their stories retold, with kings and queens and a jokester's cheer. This merry old pub will always hold dear.